How we doing? What's up, Jeff? How we doing, Nick? Give me a second. Let me fix this a little bit so more room. Ellie, how we doing? Or LL, sorry. Michael Stacking, welcome in. I don't know why you're not blue. Let me go ahead and just make you blue. Not that you're not familiar with all the channels here, anyways. Well, thank you everybody for coming. That's awesome. I appreciate you all for being here. I really do. I think it's super cool that you're all here. And I'm logging onto my live chat now on my TV so I can see you guys talking. So really, I wanted to kind of go on and show you guys some stuff that I picked up recently, and just I appreciate all you guys for being here. Thank you. You want to see the goodies? Let's see the goodies. All right. Let me. All right. So we'll start with the first one. I was in this guy's room, and he had a 1/10 ounce eagle, 2025 1/10 ounce eagle up there as a chaser, and a bunch of other silver around it. So I was thinking about spinning, and not too many people were. So I saw a couple of people go, and some people hit some floors. His channel was Dad45, right there. Now I won 7 items, total of 7 items, but I only paid for 3 things. The other 4 were giveaways, right? So this was a giveaway that I got for free for being in his channel. This right here is a spin that I spent $10 on. This right here is a giveaway. Another giveaway. A spin. A giveaway. And another spin. This spin was only $5. So I spent a total of $25. And this is what I got. So of the $25, this is what I got. I got a 1 envelope, and I happened to choose number 2 out of all 6. There was 6 of them. So as part of the giveaways, I got a 1/2 ounce. I got a peace dollar, a 1923 piece. Blue collar, what's up, buddy? I got this bar that I paid the $5 for. I got a Mercury dime. And in this pack was a black card. Oh, I got this 1/10 and this 1/10. So I got 2 more 1/10 ounce silvers as well in the pack. And then I got the top price, which was this. Yeah, man, $25. So I checked the NGC website. It shows this, books it at 500. So that was a huge hit. And that happened right after I took a huge hit to blue collar, actually. Blue collar, do you see that that thing is moving? Yeah, so that was a huge pickup for $25 in that guy's room. I got that in silver alone with the piece and the half ounce, the dime, and the 2/10. Awesome, Curtis. Thanks, bro. So yeah, I got that in silver value alone. And then I hit the 1/10. This bad boy. It was hella awesome. It was fun. All right, so then I haven't been doing too bad, right? Like for instance, but my camera sucks. There we go. What's up, Tio? So over on another guy's channel, right? I paid for 4 items, $46, and I hit a 2025 MS-70 Eagle. Dude, the lens is not. It's my camera. It just sucks. Is that better? Actually, it does look better. Yeah, so $46. I got this and 3 grams of silver shot. So let me move the other silver out of the way. Right there. We have to move the skull. And we'll just stack a bar up there. All right, so I picked up other silver along the way recently. I actually just opened this up as well. This came in a pack. It's a Walker 44D. I think I paid $8 for that. I unfortunately moved the receipt. I can't find it. But I have picked up some other things recently as well. Picked up some silver rounds on another guy's thing at $7 a spin. I paid $30 for each one of these. So getting them under melt. I actually like this round, pretty cool. And then just your standard silver buffalo. I picked this up I won this. This was a $12 spin, but I think ultimately in the guy's room with other things I picked up as well, this being the better of all of it, I think I spent like $68. But that's a pretty nice pickup. I mean, I'm not huge into olders, but I'll be honest with you, I've gotten a lot of Peace and Morgans recently. Most of them raw. I got this. 3 spins at $13 a piece. $10. I got this a while ago. I just haven't shown it off yet. One of 2,000. These things sell for like $175. I guess the 1 in 2,000 means something. I picked up these. I actually just opened them up. This one I got. Now this thing cost me about $100 total after all the spins that I spent on it. It was $15 a spin. Now it has a key on here, so it does say key date, right? It's a 20. What is it? It's a 2021 West Point, right? 2021 key date. 2021 Monster Box Collection. 2021, right? It doesn't say key date. What makes this one a key date and this one not? Yeah, they're both type 1s. I just don't understand what makes one a key date and one not. Is it the West Point? That's the only thing that I could think of that would have made this one more of a key date than the other one is the West Point. But not bad pickups. I told you I've been picking up a bunch of Morgans, right? So there's a guy's channel over there. It's called Real Auctions. It's a $5 spins if nobody else bidding in 24 envelopes. And so the chaser is a Morgan. So I hit a few times over there. So here's one. And I got most of these are just in the raw. Here's another one. One's kind of darker, starting to get some toning. I just opened this one. I just opened this one tonight. 1880. And this one about 2 weeks ago. It was so nice I put it in the capsule. Hold on this one. I was actually going to sell it, but I really like that one. We might have a gambling problem. Well, I'll be honest with you, man. I'm adding to the stack, and all this stuff as of recently, I've gotten it on the low. Right? These are $5 spins. So I don't go more than I get 6 envelopes with that guy because he's got so many envelopes on his wheel. What's going on, Tim? So I get six spins per time, and I got some other ones here. I got this one as well. But check this one out, man. This one is literally almost black. I know you're a Morgan fan. So I've gotten like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Morgans recently. So not something that I would normally stack, but you know, it's silver and it's coming my way. I might as well. I'm not going to turn it down. It's nice, 90% constitutional. Let me throw that on the ground. So I'm glad it was in a capsule. And I got this for free. This was a gimme. For the same guy's channel that I won this in. So I was completely up on that one, right? So then I stop over on another channel called NV Coins. NV Coins. He's got an auction going, and his auction is running for 65 bucks a spot, right? But then he says in chat or over the thing, because you can hear him talking, he says, hey, I've got a surprise wheel on in the buy it now. So if you go over there, you can buy spots on the surprise wheel, and when it's all done, I'll run it. And I'm like, cool. It depends. It depends on what their floor is. But I went over to his surprise wheel, right? So his was $21 a spin on the surprise wheel, 100 spots, right? There was 5-gram golds up for grabs, a 1/4 ounce gold, and everything else was floors. And the floor was a silver dime. Silver dime. One of these. This is one of the floors that I won over there because I bought 3 spots. 3 spots. I bought 3 spots in a rush and then went over to my channel, ran a game, and Blue Collar got a gram of gold for $18. I know you guys all watched the video, right? You all watched the video. Everybody saw that video. It was a nice video too, bro. It was a good video. I didn't think you were going to post something so quick, but that was awesome. So he paid $18 total, walked out with a 1-gram Pamp Swiss. Okay, if you guys watch the video, you can hear it in my voice how defeated I was because I had a rough night. If you guys could hear that in my voice, it bothers me because I don't want to see him a certain way, but it was just a rough night. I'm glad Blue Collar got that for the price that he did. He came in at He literally, somebody else was greasing the floor for him. He walked in, paid a few bucks, and walked out with a gram of gold. He just came in at the right time. And yes, at the end of the day, I probably didn't do as bad as I portrayed. Anyways, so check this out. I spent 3 spots on that blind wheel. Here's a receipt. Three spots. Right? This one was 1890, 21, and 21. I didn't see what I won in this guy's channel until the next day. Right? So I'm checking the spots right here. Boom. Win myself a Roosevelt for 21 bucks. That's what I'm going to get. Another Rosie. Right? Checked it again. Boom. Another Rosie. Boom. And then I see the middle one. And I'm like, holy what? So I went back and I watched the video just before to make sure. So I watched the video, and for 21 bucks on spin 3, so what? 21, 42, and 18. So less than 60 bucks. Or $61. We'll just say 61. 61 bucks. I get 2 dimes and bam, baby. 1/4 ounce gold. Honestly, you know, this is the biggest win I've ever had on Whatnot, and I didn't believe it until till it was here like this. So just a beauty. Not the biggest piece of gold I got, but definitely the biggest eagle I got, because I got a couple of eagles. They're just 1/10. And now another 1/10 to add to the bunch. But how about that? Right? $62. And I walk out with 1/4 ounce of gold. So that's a huge score, right? Yeah, I was pretty excited about that. Pretty excited. Joey Brown, welcome in. Yep, I say that same thing, bro. I think that's a blue collar saying, because I say the same exact thing. Say something again, blue collar. Just type, there you go. Right on. Yeah, so huge score. Huge score. And that's right after I took an L. So, you know, where one door closes, another one opens, I guess, you know. And I lost 1 gram of gold, and look at how much I made. Oh, you're good, bro. And this is a nice coin. Dude, don't feel bad, man. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I'd have felt bad if it happened to you. If I'd have done the same thing, I would have felt a certain way about it. But look, at the end of the day, it happens to everybody. And there's nights where you make a killing, and there's nights where it's meh, and there's nights where you take an L. Okay? I made enough money to where it wasn't a complete loss to the whole show on other things that I was selling. So where I took an L there, I made money up somewhere else. So like you said, at the end of the day, it wasn't as bad of a show as it could have been. And spins for the first time, and then hits gold, and it's the first time I've ever seen him, and he never comes back. You know, that's not the guy that I want to win. I want you to win. I want people that reoccur, that come back. I got regular buyers that come back, that come and see me because they love my show. You know, so I got people like that that come. I want those guys to win because they're the ones that tell their friends. Hey, it happens, Joey. It happens, and that's exactly what I'm talking about right now. I've seen people spin for a pack in a guy's room. You got one pack up there that's got gold in it out of 10 packs. They're all graded silver coins. And they sit and they will spin, and they'll hit 80, $100 a spin, and they'll get this if they don't hit a pack. Okay? They'll get a 1 gram gator round if they don't hit a pack that has something like this in it. Or ultimately something like this in it. Blue card, thanks for stopping by, bro. Now this is a banger, and for the price that I paid for it, it's insane. My DCA on this is out of the roof. Now just let me beat it up a whole bunch and make it not worth anything. Thank God it's in the holder, huh? I appreciate it, man. Like I said, you take an L someplace else, you get a win somewhere else. I'm just glad the win was better than the loss. That makes it all worth it. But dude, have a good night. I'll be posting videos about these with snippets from the thing as well. But man, $10 eagle. Scratch and dent sell, that's right. $10 eagle. I've got people asking me for these. Lots of people asking me for those. But I picked up a couple other things. I'm not a big copper stacker, but I've gotten some pretty cool, some pretty cool copper pieces recently. In his chat, probably around 16. Thing about it is for a minute there, everybody else had fizzled out. Now, when timing is perfect, it's perfect, right? So just like blue collar, he hopped in right after somebody else had exhausted all of what they wanted to spend on a bunch of floors. He walked in, swiped a few times, and landed a gold gram. I've gotten these ones are pretty cool. I'm not a big copper fan. I'm not a big colorized fan of anything, but these are pretty cool. No, I got the Niagara Falls. I just got this. Do I think he lost? I know for a fact he did. Because of all the other prizes that he had up there. He had silver out there as well. He had some other stuff. It wasn't just the gold. So I know for a fact he lost. And he still sent me all of his stuff. And then he came over to my show the next night and bought a couple of envelopes trying to get a 5-ounce bar. Well, so listen, you know how the YouTube community is? How everybody's really tight. You want to subscribe to people, support them, do those things. In Whatnot, it's the same thing. You're on a platform and you have people that you're close to and you all support each other as much as possible. So, like, there's rooms where I'll go and I'll spend money playing on games trying to hit things. Like, that's where I got this, for instance, recently. He had 20 things up there for grabs, and I walked in. Somebody else was exhausted on spinning, so I walked in, spun a few different times for $7 or $8 a spot, and I walked out with this. I get V nickels, I get buffaloes, I get all kinds of stuff. And what I can do with that stuff is I just use it in my own game. For when I run a show, I use those floors like this. Anybody in the stacker community knows that this isn't worth any. Yes, there's no value in this, right? It's a nickel. But you give this away as a floor. Give this away as a floor instead of this And the gold is more sought out because it's shiny. Even though ultimately this probably has collector value now, where this doesn't because it's been altered. So the old nickel was probably worth more to a collector now than the gold one, but they'll take the gold one because it's shiny. So, like a lot of guys will take, well, some guys, not a lot of them, some guys will take a gram of silver over a dime, which doesn't make any sense, but he'd rather do that. But yeah, just totally stoked on the wins. And the thing about it is right when he was doing the reveal and he got to my envelope, because I made it to the last 3 envelopes. So it was another guy that had 2. He chose envelope 1, 3, and 6. I chose number 2. So he chose envelope 1, number 3, and number 6. So number 3 and 6 were left open. And the guy grabbed my envelope, cut it open, and I hit. The other guy, he got, it wasn't bad. I mean, one of them was like a half-ounce round. You know, for what he paid, he made out, because it's like almost 8% in fees that you pay at Whatnot to sell stuff, right? So it's 8%. So every dollar, 8 cents right away just goes to Whatnot for the use of the platform, which I get, but 8% is pretty high, especially when you're selling $8,000-9,000 worth of stuff in a night. Now I've had nights that were that big, running on games, right? It just so happened that the spin in the wheel of everything that was going is really weird. So some days you make a killing, some days you make an okay amount, and some days you take an L. But ultimately, I have been selling on Whatnot since March. We had 9 people in here, right? 9 people are here listening to me right now. Chat's not moving, so I don't know if people are falling asleep or if they've all taken off. It just hit what, September? So in 7 months, I'm over 20 on sales. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but yeah. So it hasn't been bad. It's been pretty lucrative. It helps me carry on, it helps me get from day to day, and it helps me add to my stack. So when you guys see me add crazy things to my stack, it's because I had a pretty decent night. Take the proceeds. Tim, you got some coins? That's cool. That's good. I still have a package coming your way. I just got paid, so. Night, Ellie. Or L. Night. Yeah. But yeah, total score. Am I breaking up? Can you hear me? All right. Deneen, you can hear me, right? Good, good. But yeah, just I got really lucky. It was a total win. I gotta buy a capsule for it. I don't have any quarter capsules or anything like that. This would be perfect size for that. So 56 penny. All right, hold on a second. Here, check this out. Not just, is it graded or is it just a penny? Not just a penny. You know what I'm saying, though, right? Is it graded? $99 or 59 silver dime. All right, so here, check this out. I won this. I'm not super into coins, but 54S CAC, MS65 red. I got this recently. And I got this one. Over there. So this I spent $8 on. If you're in the right room and you're watching what they do, you can get really, really good deals. Right? The thing with whatnot, right, where people get caught is they start chasing something like this. They start chasing something like this on a 500 spot wheel. Which, look, at the end of the day, if you hit it, that's awesome. But how many spots, if you play the odds, how many spots do you have to take in order to get to that one? Now, where I won that, this one right here, this one, where I won the gold, the quarter ounce gold, that was a 3% shot because I took 3 of the 100 spots. 3% shot. Lady Luck was just on my side. She was just there and she had her arm on my shoulder. Pick this up after chasing. Now let me tell you how I know this. After chasing something like that in another guy's room and not hitting it and spending way too much money, the guy sent me this because he felt bad, along with all the floors that I won along the way. Picked this up recently. And you know, the weird thing about this is, yes, you still have a package coming. Of course you do. I told you I was going to hook you up. I just got paid. I actually have tomorrow off, so that's why I was thinking about going live tonight. Check this out. I picked this up in a guy's room, chasing one of those envelopes that has one of those in it. So I spent $66 on this, right? On this envelope. But I bought like 4 or 5 envelopes, right? So I bought this. It was, let's just say it was $200. Now, I'm a huge silver fan. I'm a huge toner fan. So it's got some toning going around the outside. And it's a graded MS-70 Philharmonic. Totally sick coin. Now I'm going to let the toning do its thing. And you can see the toning starting around the outside rim. It's just on the outside rim. I'm going to let the toning do its thing, and then I'm going to send it in. I'm going to get it regraded. But the regrading is going to say that. And it's going to say toner. Because that's what they do wherever you send them. In most cases. And these things, I checked these things. You know, I won these as floors. These are like $18 a piece for $1 coin. The collector value on this thing is insane. But this is one of my favorite things that I picked up. 1883 O MS62 Super Toner. Check that thing out. Totally cool. Now, ironically enough, I checked the book on this West Point. This one right here. It's like an $180 coin. So you know the stacker in me wants to take that thing, sell it, and then buy 5 more. What's up, brother? Just showing off the goods, man. Showing off the goods, having a chat with the peeps. Got the hardcores in the house right now. We're up to 17 likes. Smashing the books on this one, man. But yeah, bro, I was showing off the recent whatnot wins, and they've been abundant. I've had some pretty decent runs and some pretty decent scores as of late. You know, and even paying $46 for this, because that's what I paid for that on this. 4 spins, total of ASE and 3 grams of silver for $46. So that is a steal. And I got that, right? So the 2025 ASE. Happy birthday, brother. Happy late birthday, anyways. So I got that for $46. Yeah, and how much was silver today? Pretty much $41. I'll take it. MS70 wash, but it weighed perfect, so it's a total fake. Yeah, you know it is if it weighed perfect, especially being that old. But yeah, we're just going over we're going over pins that I got recently, bro. How's work been? How has everybody been? I haven't been on Whatnot or I haven't been over here in a while. I feel like I've been neglecting my YouTube family by not doing anything on my channel. 1913 worn down, but it weighs perfect. Yeah, it's definitely a fake. As soon as I get your ring, bro, I've got even more ancients to send you to. I picked up like 3 or 4 more widow's mites, and I've got 2 bags of coins to send you. But the guy that I won the eagle in his room, he was doing gibby after gibby, and he upgraded my stuff. He's a super cool dude, and I've been in his room since, trying to purchase stuff from him. SD Boy getting a call. Plus, they sent me 4 clad dimes in a regular dime roll. Oh, in a silver dime roll? They sent you 4 clads in a silver dime roll? You were going to give him a call, and then plus they sent you that. So why were you going to call him initially? I love that the eagle changed from this one to this one. Now this is from 98. And this is from 25, right? So, I mean, it makes sense. But I like this eagle. Actually, I think I like it better. Yeah, I would want to go through and make sure everything is what it is before you make your call. That way you don't make your call and discover more stuff afterwards because then it seems disingenuous. But I picked up a lot of older coins, older constitutional lately that I didn't think that I would normally carry, and a lot of slabbed coins. I don't care if they're slabbed. I'm kind of excited about it because this is not light. Add that one to the mix. I appreciate you as always. You guys, if you're not following Michael, make sure you get over there and follow him and Nancy. I'm in his channel all the time. He runs a great little stream every single night at 7 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, you picked up 2 1-ounce 2 grams. Nice, bro. See, that's the thing. Gold is gold, man. Gold is gold. And to any stacker, they will tell you the same thing every time. Gold is gold. The thing about it is how easy will it be for you to offload it if you ever do sovereign gold round like that. So, I think that you wouldn't have as hard of a time getting rid of that as you would a Saudi Arabian coin, which I had a quarter ounce Saudi Arabian coin and it was fine to get rid of as well. But, you take a bit of a loss opposed to having a quarter ounce eagle, which I had somebody asking me just the other day why, when they had a quarter ounce eagle and a maple sitting right next to each other, why the eagle was selling for more than the maple was, considering it was only 90%. And I said, well, for starts, it's still a quarter ounce of gold. So whether it's 90% or not, the total amount of gold in there is still a quarter ounce. He says, okay, that makes sense. I said, okay. Now, second of all, he said the maple is more pure. I said, yes, it is at 0.9999. Right? So they have to put something else in there to make it hard so it doesn't ding up and get soft, and it is super soft as it is. But the reason that the eagle sells for more than the maple does is because we're in the States. If you're in Canada, I'm sure the maple will probably sell for more than the eagle will, or close to it. And he said, well, why is that? I said, because the eagle is the number one most noticed coin in the world, right? So you walk up with a gold eagle or a silver eagle to somebody, they're going to know what ASC is. They're going to know what a 1/10 ounce eagle looks like. Okay? They might not know what a 1/10 ounce panda looks like or what a silver philharmonic looks like, right? They might not know those things, but they will definitely know what the eagle looks like. You picked up 3 1/10 ounce from cash in them. Did you buy it in the game or did you buy it on the low, on the side? You're still going to come out and do your ventures, right? I still have a chance of meeting you. Well, don't. So listen, keep up on your dollar cost average, right? Okay, good. That's fine. Just keep in mind, don't overdo it and don't let FOMO take over because that's why we don't do that. Is for those reasons alone. So we're not spending more than we should and we're stacking responsibly. But that's my spiel, and you already know my spiel. So other than that, you do you, brother. I'm glad you're adding to your stack. It's cool that you are able to afford to do it as aggressively as you are. But don't spend it all on the stack so you have to sell it back. You don't want to do that. Nobody wants to sell it back. Platinum third quarter. I don't think so. You gotta be, you do your thing, bro. Oh, I know exactly who I'm gonna send this to. I'm gonna send this to A3 Sky Warrior. Capsule's broken. I'm going to change the capsule. That's what I'm going to send this to. A3 Sky Warrior. I think he would appreciate that. I was wondering who I was going to send that to because it doesn't have any significance to me. And I knew I would end up finding somebody eventually, but I just remember that he's a pilot and he fought in the wars. Well, not fought in the wars, but yeah, it's a cool round. It really is. So yeah, I think he would like that. It almost looks like a challenge coin, but I know it's not. But yeah, I think he would like that. But yeah, how has everybody been? Deneen, how are you? How's it was the knee, right? Are you healed up yet? Are you 100% mobile? Are you still doing PT and all that other awesome stuff, which absolutely sucks because I've had to do that before. So a guy sent me this. Totally cool, right? Tribute proof. Boom. Read the back. Says it's silver plated. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. Until I read this. Copy. Send me your fake coins. Well, that's good. My AFib hasn't happened since the weekend that it did it, so I'm glad that I haven't experienced anything else like that since, which is good. Scary when it was happening, but definitely good that it's not happening anymore. Still need to go get checked out, but I just still couldn't believe that it was real until I actually opened it and saw it in my hand. 3% chance. 3% chance to hit that. And for $62 total, that is a deal. That is a screaming deal. Like, that's an unheard of deal. Cool. Good. Now, before my aneurysm, I was a financial advisor. So I did help people with financial advice. Now, I do say on all of my videos and everything else that what I talk about is not financial advice. However, I am licensed to talk about certain things. That goes to anybody in my YouTube family. You guys ever have questions? Just email me. You know, um, I'm not going to give you tell you to put money in this and put money in that because that's not my forte. You do you. But if you have questions about setting up certain documents or anything, I'm a notary as well. I've also helped people set up trust accounts and other things like that. So you guys ever need help, you just let me know. Well, they just made it so you can take your 401k and invest it in metals. So trust me, I've been making moves. I got a lot of. I'm not going to do that in its entirety. Jeffrey Button, what's going on, buddy? If you guys ever have questions, just let me know. I'll answer any questions that you have if I can. If not, I'll find the answer because I have people in the industry still that are my friends. Yeah, I know some companies that are like that as well, and that's cool. The problem is you have to find another employee to buy the stock. And if when you need to sell it, if nobody's there to buy it, then you're still asked out. Where metals, you don't have to worry about that. I also don't have to worry about my metals crashing like I have to worry about the stocks crashing in certain cases. It really just depends on what you're buying, who you're buying from, and what their track record is. There's a lot of different factors, bro. But it sounds like you know what you're doing. Now, like if anybody has questions, though, hit me up. So I can tell you right now, Jeffrey. It is Jeffrey, right? Yeah, I can tell you right now, Jeffrey, that you don't buy gold and silver for investments. You buy it for hedges. If that's what you meant, then smart move. So listen, if something happened and I needed to liquidate some silver, okay, I would like to liquidate a dime first if I had to, which is a third or a 10th ounce of gold, right? Which right now is about $389, right? So I would rather negotiate with this than this up front if I can. It really depends on the purchase, what you're looking to trade out, what you're not looking to trade out, things like that, and who you're trying to trade it out to. That's right. I put all of my money that I don't put in my savings account in silver and gold, and I don't put any money in my savings account. I put it all into silver and gold as often as I can. It makes it so I don't spend it on something stupid that I don't need. It makes it so my money is preserved. It doesn't go somewhere. I'm still buying something, so I get that thrill of buying something, but I'm buying something for myself for the long term that doesn't lose value, not like our fiat currency does. So that's why I do it. I am 100% the worst saver you will ever meet until I stack. I like these silver dimes, they're really nice. But on whatnot, for instance, I can take, I'll show you, let you know on how the game works. The other day I ran a 5 ounce. I ran a 5 ounce bar, a bar that was similar to this one. Okay, a 5 ounce silver bar on whatnot in a last man standing. I would actually start with a half ounce, quarter ounce dimes, those things first. The bigger silvers for bigger stuff, right? If I need a car, I'm gonna throw somebody a couple of 10 ounce bars and fucking take off, right? But I ran a game on whatnot for a 5 ounce bar similar to this one. Okay, 140 spots. You had 20 packs that you got. Out of the 20 packs, I would shuffle and eliminate names until there was one last person, and the last person won this. Okay. At the time, silver spot, $38 an ounce. So I can pick another one of these up for about 200 bucks. Okay. I made $780 something that night. minus the $200 it would have taken to buy a new 5-ounce bar. Buy about another $60 in floors. So $260 off the top. I cleared $500. Then the whatnot fees come in. I walked out with, well, because I sold other stuff as well, I walked out with a $675 cash out. Oh, dude, I remember when gold was $600 an ounce. I remember when silver was $11 an ounce. I remember when it was $5 an ounce. It's dipped pretty low in my time. And the raw gold pay dirt is awesome because it's about 16. It's anywhere between 12 to 16% purity or 16K. So it's still a good bartering tool. I've stacked 3 different times in my lifetime. The reason why I have stopped stacking was because something major in my life changed and I couldn't afford to do it. Like most of the time it was because I became homeless, and my stack actually carried me through that period in order for me not to be. Yeah, I hope they don't, because if they do, that's going to make bread $75 a loaf. Well, you know what, Jeffrey? Finding gold in the wild is the best thing because it doesn't cost you anything but your time. And the more you do it, the better you get. So you find more and more gold the more you do it. The thing about it is you just have to keep at it because your mother lode is waiting. You just have to find it. The mother lode is where it ain't. Dude, I'm still just in awe that I won this for the price that I did. Oh, I got a metal detector too. I got a Mine Lab metal detector. So my daughter and I go out and we metal detect also. I also have some gold finder pinpointers. So if I'm out digging around in a crevice or something, I watch a lot of Two Toes. So make sure you watch Two Toes Prospecting. He does a lot of cool stuff. Have you watched any of his stuff? Skylar, my daughter, loves prospecting, and we do a lot of panning together. And so she was looking at me the other day. She's like, "Dad, when's the next bag of dirt come in?" Now I'm part of um, a Patreon with Culver, so his bag hasn't come yet. But I saw that Curtis had some bags, so we panned bag Curtis's stuff. She loved it, so I talked to Curtis and I got a bag of his stuff. He already mailed it out. Who all's in here? Cartier, did you hear how much I won this for? Up to 19 likes, man. I might get to 20 tonight. That would be sick. 20 likes. Can you imagine how small of a YouTuber I am when I'm like, dude, I got to 20 likes last night. It was sick. Yeah, you got to be small time if 20 likes makes you excited. Yeah, I see 19. That's cool. 1920 is close enough. Yeah, she loves painting. Oh, dude. All right, so these right here. For some reason, my chat is stupid. On my phone, it's not reading it, but on my TV, it is. All right, so I was in a guy's room. He had auctions going on for like $60, but then he said he had a blind spot wheel. They were $21 a spot, so I bought 3 spots. Right, I spent $18.90, $21, and $21. I won a Roosevelt silver dime, and a quarter-ounce American silver eagle. 3% chance. I was just making a point. That's all. I am having fun. I love the fact that everybody is here. The fact that you guys are all here makes this worth it. Had to put my chat filter on all messages. Now I can see you. Yeah. Yeah, dude, it was totally sick. Okay, so in another guy's room, Dad 45, he calls himself. I got 7 items. I paid for 3. This was a givey. That was a $10 spin. I got a 110 silver. That was a givey. That was a givey. That right there was a 110 spin, and that's where I won envelope number 2. And that was a givey, and that was a $5 bar that I paid for, right? So I got 7 things. I paid for 3 of them. I got this half-ounce round. I got this piece dollar from him. This 1/10, and a silver dime. This is the bar I won. And in envelope number 2 was this 2025 American Silver Eagle MS-70. So total score, bro. I paid $25 for this. Well, that's cool, man. Pour me some stuff, and I'll send you. So just tell me what I owe you, and I'll send you some silver. I've got a package waiting to go out to you. I'm just waiting for that silver ring to come so I can send it out. I got copper and silver I'm sending you. But I want to get like 4 or 5 of those copper shotgun shells and some other stuff. I was on another guy's channel. He had a 6.5 ounce copper screwdriver. He wanted $12 for it. It was a steal. What do you got here? Subdenine. It was agate beach. Tension lapillary. I collect rocks and temple. My daughter loves rocks too. You should see the huge ass Herkimer diamond that TO sent her. The thing's about the size of a baseball. Yeah, you guys would love Skylar. She's a rock hound. Give me a second, you guys. I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back. Grab something to drink too. My throat is parched. I'm hoping that the bag I get from Curtis is the bonus bag he was talking about, so it's got some extra cheddar in there. That would be super cool. Are you kidding? I'm a 10 to 15 man, Cartier. That's funny. Hey, Washington's pretty close to Alaska too, bro. Trust me, man. I'm a survivalist. Not in itself as a survivalist, but I can survive in the wild. So if you can't make it to Alaska, Jeffrey, you make it to Washington, and we'll make it to Alaska together. See you sneak in. I appreciate you. Much love. You know that. But yeah, bro, I can't wait to be showing off a couple of those shotgun shells you bought for me, Cartier. picked this thing up. This was a pretty cool score. Like I said, I'm not a big copper fan, but you know, sometimes you get a cool copper piece. You know, like I like the pirate one. $71. Well, that's just not old enough, bro. That's not old enough. Like, like you need a 42 Walker, bro. That's what you need. You need a 42 Walker. Or you know what you should do so you always have a cool piece of silver walking around with you? Check this out. You see that thing? That ring? I got that from 3D Woodworks. Check this out. This here, maybe look at the head there. What the hell? Oh, that's a Walker, baby. It says Liberty right there. Liberty. Boom. And on the inside here, right there, it says $50. You see that? Check it over here. It says United States of America. So I always got a cool Walker walking around with me at all times. Bam. Cartier has himself a big boy coming. He's got himself a Morgan coming. Cartier's got himself one of these coming. So he said he wanted one. Said he hadn't been able to get a hold of 3D. So I have 3D's phone number. So I called 3D and I'm like, dude, Cartier wants a ring. Make him a Morgan ring. So he's like, all right. Made him a Morgan ring. Just waiting for him to ship it out to me. And I sent him 3 Walkers that I owed him for this. And 3 Morgans. 2 for the work and 1 for the ring. And the Morgan I sent him was in pretty good shape, so it should come back pretty nice. I can't wait for you to get it either, bro. I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be nice, man. This thing's really nice. You know, and it's nice. I love this thing on me. I love talking about it. It's a great conversation piece. You know, and it's just really cool. Oh, dude, you're my brother. I tell you, I need something. You move mountains to get me what I need. So there's no reason why I can't move a mountain to get you what you need. And it wasn't even moving a mountain, but you know what I'm saying. I've known you since pretty much my beginning of my channel and the beginning of your channel, bro. So Like, I've been watching you grow. We've been talking for a long time. Yesterday, you went into the bedroom, get a creatine pill, took it in the kitchen, then sit down, turned on YouTube, and there is a video on creatine right smack on top of the middle. Laugh out loud. What the heck? Oh, yeah, well, your phone's listening to you, bro. You already know this. And YouTube is a Google thing, and Google's always listening. Now, whether you said you were going to go take it or even mumbled it somewhere throughout the process, it was already gearing it up. All I had to do. I know you do. That's why I got yours. Yeah, it just reads your minds, and it very well could. Very well could. Now, I'm not a big slab fan. Okay, I'm not a huge slab fan. Whether I got one of these raw or slabbed did not matter to me. The benefit to having it in slab is I can take that and put it in one of my games on YouTube and make well over what it's worth. We'll just put it at that. Over on whatnot. I like the case it's in. Nice. So, like, I was over on Michael Stacking's channel before I came over here. I was waiting for him to get done before I went on. And he was talking about somebody said they don't have any grams of silver. Like, I use grams of silver as floors in my games, right? So when you play and you don't hit, you win at least something like this, a gram of silver. What up, Curtis? What up, B? So yeah, when you don't hit like the major one, you'll win something like this, or a silver dime, or a quarter, or whatever. So yeah, I'll put something like this up game with like 60 envelopes, right? One of them is going to be this is a hit. 59 is going to be this silver dime or silver gram or whatever, and they're going to be $5 sales until it hits. But then you put up something like I was showing you with that 5-ounce bar. You put up something like this. On a last man standing with 20 envelopes, and then you eliminate out of the 20. Then you got to take whatever your floor is and you change it from this to something a little more prominent because they're spending so much, right? To like maybe a tenth. Yeah, I saw it pop on my screen, but I'm not going to go over and look at it. I don't want to change the screen. I was actually thinking about going on and doing a last man standing tomorrow with a 5 ounce bar. I also have a 10 ounce bar. I was thinking about doing it. Now check this out, man. You see this? You guys all know what this is, right? This is a silver Geiger bar, right? It's got the serial number in the back. Okay, this is a 5 gram bar. 5 gram bar. I can sell this in an auction at Whatnot for $20 or more. The premium on this bar is insane. And you got your silver shot. Right, there's probably about 5 or 6 grams, maybe 10. Could be a little more of silver, just pure silver. Something I would send to Cartier to throw in the melting pot. Dude, you know you can buy shot on like JM Bullion and stuff, right, bro? Good night, Deneen. I will stay humble. I appreciate you. You have a good night. I appreciate you coming by and hanging out. Yeah, you can make it, but you know, there's the labor behind making it, or you can just buy it, especially if you're just going to be melting with it. The cool thing about buying it when you're melting is you can make some exact weight. Well, you can melt an exact. Do you lose metal when you heat it up and melt it? So like, do you need an ounce and a quarter to pour an ounce? For weight. But what I'm asking you is because I'm sure you lose a little bit, right? So if you melt a 1 ounce round and you pour it out of the crucible, do you get an ounce of metal? Okay, so if you melt an ounce, you can pour an ounce. I know you need extra weight because you want it to fill out, right? So I understand the concept behind it. I'm trying to ask questions because I know that the silver isn't completely pure. It's not 100%. Because if it was 100%, it would say 1.000, not 0.999. Right? There's something in there that's harder. I believe it's what, copper. I understand. I get it. Dude, you need the 420s. Hitting the fish tank. I've heard somebody say. Actually, Ronnie used to say that. Hitting the fish tank. Fish tank break. Remember that, Blaine? You heard a smile. Your work is done here. Yeah. Gotcha. That makes sense. You want the crucible upside down. And the extra weight helps the metal move out of the crucible. I understand. I get it. But one of my favorites. Just great work. I talk about it all the time. I show it off all the time. Hey, April. I was just thinking about you earlier. Saying I haven't seen you on Whatnot in a while. Yeah, thanks for answering the questions. Because we can watch you do it all day long, but we really don't know how to do it. So knowing that the extra weight you need it for the pour is good. Knowing that you don't want the crucible upside down is good. Oh, I'm sure it takes a lot of practice. But it's cool to be able to ask you questions and you not seem frustrated by answering them. But the premium on this is crazy. Yeah, Tim needs some special silver. Oh, it's going all right. I'm going okay. I was actually just talking to these guys about it. You want to see what I won recently? I've been talking about it all night. I'm sure Cartier does excellent work, so he's got a steady hand. This guy spent $25 in his room. I got a whole bunch of silver, and I got this 1/10 ounce eagle. Another guy paid $62 in his room, and I ended up winning this with a 3% chance. So 66 or $62, and I got this 1/4 ounce eagle. And I get a whole crap load of silver and stuff here that I've won recently. I've been over on real auctions recently, and I've been cleaning up a little bit. Later, Tim. Like I said, I got you on that too. I'm gonna get you some better silver. I just haven't decided what I'm gonna send you, but you're gonna get something cool. I got you. Oh, the 10th. Actually, if you NGC this right here and put that in at the NGC, it says this goes for 500. Yeah, there was only like a very low mintage of these perfect ones like this. I mean, I got this and 3 grams of silver shot for $46. I mean, the silver value alone's that. Plus, it's in a case, and I can sell it for more. Yeah, because it's a coin. It's a $5 coin. And it's an MS-70 perfect in the red capsule. For some reason, the red capsules sell for more. I forget why. But look, this is. I mean, this was the bigger score. Honestly, I paid 25 in that guy's room. I paid 62 in this guy's room. Now it's not graded like the other one, so it will go for just bullion value. But it is a mid state. I could send it in for grading, I'm sure. But yeah, hit two for $62. Same deal. 25 in one guy's room, and I made that just on the piece alone. The piece dollar alone is $25. So that plus all the additional silver and the other bar that I got, the copper bar, plus the eagle. I totally scored in that guy's room. The other guy's room I paid 66 or $62. I got 2 silver dimes and a 1/4 ounce gold. I'll take that all day long. That was a total score. I got really lucky. I picked my lucky numbers 7, 21, and 78. The problem is I don't know what number it is that hit. It doesn't say. And that bothers me. I wish it did. Yeah, it doesn't say what number it was that it hit on. I wish it did because I wish I knew what number it was. Yeah, I just opened it today. This is how it came. I hopped on. I haven't even had a chance to take a shower and get all this dirt out from underneath my fingernails. I work at a tire shop. Your lucky number is 999. That's funny. Yeah, good scores. Really nice scores. And like this one here, this sells for 175 bucks. It's just an it sells for 175 bucks because it says one of 2000. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure, man. Oh no, dude, I'm not complaining. The my industry. I mean, I work up front. Like I work the counter, training other people to do what I can do, and I still get dirt under my nails. I mean, it's just the nature of the industry. Just is what it is. I wasn't complaining. I was just mentioning that I see that I have dirt under my nails, and I wish I could. And this one, man, this is sick. I've got another one on its way. I've got another silver dime or a silver ASE on its way. 2009 West Point, and it's signed. I got one of those on their way, and a Frank and a excuse me, 72 proof silver Ike in the case on its way too. I went through some rolls recently. I bought some extra coins that I can use as floors and stuff on whatnot. So I bought some dimes, some nickels, some quarters, some pennies out. I understand, but like if you look at all the winnings that I've gotten recently, they're all everything is in a slab except for all the 90% Morgans and stuff that I've won recently. I sell stuff on whatnot, man, and it helps me make my money to buy more metals. It can help you make your money to do what you need to do. Just, you just gotta be responsible about it. But yeah, dude, I mean, a lot of people sell on whatnot. I've helped other guys on whatnot get to 1,000 sales so their cash outs instant, which makes it a whole lot easier to sell on whatnot when you can get your money right away. They do. And I can't say that I blame them because it makes sense. For me, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, it's just an ounce of silver. Unless I can sell it to somebody to triple my money so I can buy 3 times more of that amount. I'm kind of a true stacker, man. I really, I don't care if it's got a slab around it. I don't care if it's this or that. Just, If it's in good enough a shape to where I can move it when I need to, then I'm fine with that. Sorry if I used that and you didn't like it. I wasn't trying to upset anybody. Alright. Over on Blue Collar's channel over on Whatnot. He's a pretty cool little dude, little alien dude. Top bidder of the night. Person who spent the most money won that. Yeah, I wasn't like trying to. I think I got some every grading service though. Alright, well. Anyway, trying to bring on any hatred. The Minority Report. Alright, you guys. Well, hey, we're at about 2 hours. I'm gonna go. I'm tired. Yeah, it's always simple math. But things do drive people to do things crazy stuff sometimes. Not gonna doubt that at all. Alright, you guys. Have a good night. I'll see you around. I always will. I'll see you later. Have a good night, you guys.